The threat of ICE raids has many immigrants in Southern California afraid. Although mass arrests have not actually happened, people are not letting down their guard. CBS 2's Randy Page is live. He's in downtown LA with one family's story of what life is like under the fear of deportation. Randy.
You know, Jeff, as you know, it's been such a challenge to put a human face on this story because so many of these families are afraid to reveal their identities. Well, you're about to meet a family that has the courage to look us in the eye when they tell their story.
My dad means the world to me.
Look into the eyes of 9-year-old Jayla Suchite, and you will see the impact the threat of immigration raids is having on her family. We almost feel like we're caged up, Jayla's mother Delmy says. She is a legal resident, and her 3 children are American citizens, but their dad, a Guatemalan immigrant who's lived and worked here as a painter for 17 years, is undocumented, and that means he could be arrested and deported at any time. Delmy explains the youngest of her 3 children, 2-year-old Genesis, has fevers and seizures, and doctors at Children's Hospital are trying to figure out what's causing them. Delmy is also pregnant.
I worry because if my dad wasn't with us, who would pay the rent? Who would give my mom money to buy food? She couldn't work because she would have 2 babies because she's pregnant.
Plus you would miss him, huh?
Yes, I would miss him a lot.
We're seeing a lot of devastation.
Immigration attorney Alex Galvez says President Trump's recent announcement of ICE raids in big cities, including Los Angeles, haven't materialized. But just the threat of them is paralyzing families who are terrified of a knock on the door in the middle of the night or agents showing up at work.
People are losing their jobs. They're not going to work. People are afraid to go out and buy groceries.
Galvez says ICE agents used to target their arrests on undocumented criminals, but now they are taking away people whose only crime is that they are in this country illegally.
Even if you're here undocumented, you've never been arrested, you have U.S. citizen children, a spouse who's a U.S. citizen, you will be arrested and you will be processed for deportation.
Deportation that would place this family at risk of homelessness and the loss of the emotional support of a husband, a father, and a friend.
He's more than a friend to me. He's my dad.
This is just one family of thousands of families in Southern California who are going through this every time there's a knock at the door. Live in downtown Los Angeles, Randy Page, CBS 2 News.